Hello and welcome to the Southern Mountain Kitchen. Today we're making a whole baked chicken. To start with, you want to actually get your oven preheated to 400 degrees before you start working with the chicken. So once you get your whole chicken, you want to remove the innard pieces that come with a chicken. I had an aunt one time, she was making a turkey for Thanksgiving and she left those innards inside and cooked it that way. Let's just say she wasn't that great a cook. And she did never host again after that. I think she became the joke of the family. So go ahead and remove all the innards, set them to the side, and then when you are done with that, you're going to cut a medium onion into 4 bits and squeeze them inside the bird. And then when you're done with that, you're going to add about a half a cup of baby carrots inside. This is just going to give it some flavoring. Please remember, as you're handling the bird and you go to touch something else around you, you need to wash your hands because you do not want anything from this bird carrying over to anything else in the house, especially your kitchen for things you use all the time. So get the carrots all the way inside your bird. And that basically is about what's going to go there, except for maybe a little bit of butter. I throw some in there sometimes because I like to, give it something to work with. Then on top of the bird, you are going to put some pieces of butter, which you've cut basically about a tablespoon each, and distribute them around the top, because this is going to help cook onto the skin and it will give it a good flavor. Once you have the butter in place, we're going to start seasoning. So what you're going to need to do is add a half teaspoon of salt, a half teaspoon of pepper, a tablespoon of chicken seasoning, 1 teaspoon of adobo seasoning, a half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, and 1 teaspoon of paprika, and a half of a garlic pepper seasoning, half a teaspoon, and get that all over top of your bird. Now at this time you should have your oven warm enough. If it isn't, check it, make sure, because as you've been playing with the bird, it should have been warming up. If your oven is slow to warm, make sure you're up to temperature before you put this inside. So as you can see, I have this on a regular plate. We're going to transfer it into something to bake in. What you need is a decent sized baking pan, large enough to handle a decent sized bird. Spray the bottom. I already have some cooking spray in the bottom of mine, and this is a godsend because a chicken will stick. I mean, if you're baking it, it will stick to stuff, especially things that are non-stick. Go ahead and put it into your pan. Make sure it's situated well. And we're going to take this into the oven covered for a while. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bake this the majority of the time with a lid on it, and only in the last half an hour take it off. So you're really going to have to cook this for at least 2 or more hours at 400 degrees or more. You want to check to make sure that your temperature gets up to 180 degrees internally with using a thermometer. And I just actually added some stuffing around mine so you can see what it looks like when it's done, and this is the end result. This is my baked chicken. Now you can serve this with vegetables or whatever as well, some rolls, and you have a great meal. So as you can see with mine, I used some smashed potatoes, which I will have a recipe soon for. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you soon.